So in today's video, I want to share with you a gadget that I recently discovered that solved a major photography problem. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and would want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, then this channel is for you. So you might want to consider subscribing, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Now, if you want to see some of my images, you could also find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. As I said in my intro, this video is basically a gadget that I recently discovered that solved a very big problem. And what is that? Let me show you. Whenever I travel, I have this with me aside from my normal photography kit. And what does this contain? Let me show you. It is basically a bunch of chargers. So what's inside this container? I've got my charger for my AA batteries. I've got a power strip. I've got 1, 2, 3, technically usually four chargers for my Sony camera, Sony batteries. Then I've got 1, 2, 3 chargers for my NPF battery, which I use for my light basically. Then I've got a V-mount charger that I use to charge the battery of my lights again. And then another one is I've got a 5-in-1 USB charger that has a lot of USB-C cables. So can you just imagine everywhere I go, whenever I am shooting, excuse me, let me just put this all away. Everywhere I go, whenever I am shooting a wedding or I'm on location, I basically have this as an additional part of my kit. Why? Because I bring multiple cameras, I bring multiple lights, so I need all these chargers to be able to power the batteries, especially if I am on location and it's not just a one-day shoot. So you notice how cumbersome this is, especially also on with weddings. It's another thing that we have to carry around, especially if we are doing back-to-back weddings. In other words, if I am shooting with my team, we're usually using about 6 batteries from Sony for our Sony cameras. That's 3 cameras, 2 batteries each. Plus, of course, my AA batteries and the NPF batteries that we use for our lights and the V-mount battery. Now, what if we have a wedding the next day? So while we are shooting, we want to be able to charge our batteries also so that we're good to go the next day. And I finally solved this problem. This one can now be replaced with this. Okay, so let me put this one away. Imagine just the size of the container. It's already a very big difference. And I will show you what I recently discovered. This is actually made by a brand called Xtar. They're based in Hong Kong, but of course I'll put a link in the description below. This is the charger that I have actually been looking for. It is put in a bag like this and it is modular. In other words, I can actually remove and replace whatever it is that I want, or I can remove and replace to whatever battery that I am charging. So I actually got this one. Let me show you what's inside. This is your main charging station. This is your charging brick. And then you've got another charging station. I'll show you later what it's for. And of course, a USB cable. That's all. That's basically all you need. So you've got a high-powered USB to USB connection here, the high-powered charger. It connects here to the modular system, or basically the heart and soul of this modular system. Now, of course, this one has options for Canon, for Nikon, or whatever battery it is that you need. But I needed one for my Sony batteries and my NPF batteries. Now, this is how it works. You can actually put in the adapter or the slot for NPF batteries and at the same time put in the attachment for FZ batteries. So you've got NPF batteries here and you could be charging your Sony batteries or your camera batteries. You could also replace this one in case you don't need to charge your NPF battery, and replace it with another one which now allows you to basically charge 4 batteries all at the same time. Now here's the clincher. This thing is a fast charger. In other words, it can charge this NP97 battery, all 4 of them, in a little bit over an hour, maybe about 1.5 hours. It can charge all of my batteries, all 4 of them, in about 1.5 hours too. So imagine just shooting the reception, leaving this somewhere, making your batteries charge, and you're good to go the next day. It solves that really big problem of having to bring all of these things, because now all I need is just one single port. Now, my V-mount battery can also be charged via USB-C. So this one can actually charge my V-mount battery. The only thing that I don't have right now for this one is the charger for my AA batteries. Now my AA batteries, normally I have a bunch of them so that I don't really need to bring the charger with me unless I necessarily have to. But I normally have a lot of batteries that are charged, and since they are any loops, they actually hold their charge. So that's not a major concern of mine. But this one replaces my power strip. It replaces basically 4 of my Sony chargers for my camera. It replaces 4 NPF chargers, and it charges really fast. So this one right now, you can see if I want to pack it away, it fits in a kit this big. Imagine from this to this. Problem solved. Okay, so this was a very quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're interested in this, of course I'll put a link in the description below. However, just a disclaimer, I haven't really used this long enough for me to say that it actually is very durable, but the concept in itself is very good, and the way that the thing is made, it's actually made out of really cheap plastic. Well, not necessarily that cheap, but you know that it is affordable. That's why this entire thing, this entire set, only cost me $69. Now, let me get back to you maybe in a year and see how this thing holds up. But for me, it got me all excited because it did actually solve that one major problem in terms of charging my batteries and having to lug around all my chargers. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And also, for you guys who have actually seen some of my other videos, my lighting tutorial videos, and would want to learn more, I actually hold one-on-one online workshops. The link I will put in the description below. And lastly, if you want to see some of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.